Welcome to Live at 0 BPM, bringing live music to you. Tonight, it's the Live at 0 BPM Socially Distant Jazz Roundtable, featuring Larry and Nikki Steen, Joey DeLeon and Micah Miller, Will Brom and Megan Shung, and Pat and Francie Kelly. If you care to donate, click on the donate tip jar link in the description or on our website at liveatzerobpm.com/tipjar. And now, let's get to the music with your host, Billy Halting.
Hey, everybody out there in internet land. We are going to have a really fun show tonight because we've got jazz couples here for Valentine's Day, which is Sunday. So I'm excited to get to these guys, but a few things, of course, at the top of the show. I always like to say, if you want to tip, let me get my little tip jar thing up here. If you want to tip, the tips get split evenly between everybody on the show. You can go to the website, liveatzerobpm.com/tipjar, or you can go Venmo just at ZEROBPM. Thanks. And I always forget to say this, but if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to our channel, do all those things on Facebook. Make sure you like it, give us a thumbs up and all that. That helps other people find the show down the road. So let's bring our lovely guests on tonight. There they are. Oh, we got Pat and Francie. They'll be here in 10 seconds. And for those fans of the show that are coming back, and I'm sure I'm going to be in the rooms. I'm a little behind on Facebook. I didn't start on time, but they'll get it. We were having some technical difficulties the last couple of weeks. I think I have figured it out for the most part, but it looks like the gremlins are back. But we're still going to have a good time. Everything will be fine. Okay, so here's what we got tonight. We have Larry Steen and Nikki Steen. Hi. Okay. And then Joey DeLeon and Micah Miller.
Hi.
Pat and Francie Kelly.
Hey.
And Will Brom and Megan Shung. Did I get everybody's name
Hello.
right? I haven't met
did.
Francie, Micah, or Will, or Megan in person yet, but they're really fun here. And I've got some cool bio information. We're going to talk to each one individually and that sort of thing. But, let's get to the music, like the guy says. So, Will and Megan, you want to play a little something for us?
Yes, we have lots of gypsy jazz favorites to serenade you all tonight.
Sweet.
This song is kind of I hadn't heard it until a couple months ago. It's written by Django Reinhardt and Coleman Hawkins, which is a really interesting combination because Coleman Hawkins lived in New York. Django was in Belgium and France, and they must have written this when they were hanging in Europe at some point. And it's an amazing tune, and it's definitely not a standard, but it's really beautiful. So we're going to play it. This is called Anumam. If anyone knows what that means, I'd be interested if anyone Googles it. So
somebody
here
in
we
the
go.
room will know.
1, 2, 3.
great, guys. Let's see if I can bring the whole gang in here for a second. That was really cool. We got a couple of shout-outs during that. Stacy Cox, who is, Stacy Cox says she was actually the first person to tip. She tipped this morning, which is always fun to get those early tips, the pre-tipping. But I guess she's a friend of Joey and Micah's. But she said that was fabulous, Will and Megan. So did Graham, one of our regulars. Graham says hello. Diana, another one of our regulars, says Happy Valentine's Day ahead of time. And Stacy said, you guys sound great. That was her exact words. So thanks. And David Pittel, he's from Tahunga. He says hi to Micah and Joey. So we have a lot of people watching already. So almost at our maximum number. So that was great. Now, Megan, you're primarily a classical musician, right?
Classically trained.
Classically trained, but you do jazz gigs and that sort of thing as well?
Funsies, yeah.
Okay. And we say you guys don't you don't gig as a duet, but you get together and play this stuff for fun, right? It's very cool. Very cool. It's a nice color. You know, I got to tell everybody, when I had the idea to do this, I assumed it was going to be either 4 guitar players and their wives who sang. But we have a really cool combination here, you know, and Phil reminded me it is National Guitar Day, so it's good that we have at least 2.
Did I really
But it's
not
nice
know
to
that?
have the bass and vocals with Larry and Nikki, and then oboe and percussion with Joey and Micah. That's going to be great. The violin adds a nice color. We have not had a violinist or an oboist, or actually even a singer really on the show so far. So this is it's kind of a day of firsts here for Valentine's Day. We're breaking some ground. So that was awesome. I'm going to come back and talk to you guys in a little bit, but I want to go over to Joey and Micah. Now, Joey, let me get to the magic screen here. Joey is, you've got 2 Grammys, right, Joey? Oh, I lost your audio, Joey. I lost your audio again. So let's switch back and, well, I'm hearing something. Oh, maybe it's somebody else's mic that's doing that. Can you guys say something so I can see if I hear you? Yeah, I'm not getting anything from that, Joey. No. So why don't you check on that, and I will go to Pat and Francie. If I get the right, these key combinations are so slow. Hi, Pat and Francie. You guys, it's nice. Everybody dressed up for this show, which I think is kind of cool. I'm wearing my nicest. What's that?
What we lack in substance, we make up in color.
No, you guys sound amazing, and I don't want to get to that, but let's see. I got some notes here. Well, everybody knows Pat Kelly. You've played on like a billion recordings and everything, and you've been on the faculty, and you've got a couple of guitar books out, instructional books, right?
I do indeed, yes.
And are they advanced, intermediate, beginner books? What are they? What do you talk about in those books?
Well, one of them is about understanding melodic minor harmony, so I would say that was somewhat advanced there for most guitarists. The other is an arpeggio book that's you could start just about at any level, really, to start working through this book.
Interesting. And you are still the only member of the Oklahoma Jazz Hall of Fame that we've ever had on the show.
I would imagine so.
And Francie, I got to talk to you a little bit earlier today. You moved to LA to pursue singing and acting, and you did some commercials and a bunch of things like that. But now you're into art consulting. Can you tell people what that is exactly?
Sure. I own an art consulting business, and what that means is, in my case, I work with interior designers, and we source artwork for hotels and residential projects. So the designer has a whole design, and we find the art that fits into that design.
That's really.
We basically bring like all the galleries and everything into people's homes, in essence.
And the variety of gigs must keep it interesting and all that sort. Yeah.
It's huge variety. Yes.
Now,
very interesting and a lot of fun.
We were talking earlier today, and I have to ask you to tell the story about your favorite gig that you ever did.
Yeah, I was young. I was really young. I was 19. It was like 5 years ago. And it was in Foster City, California, which is just south of San Francisco. And I was hired to sing and play guitar for Marine World Africa USA, which was like a cross between Marine World and the Wild Animal Park. And I sang and played guitar for this little theater called Ecology Theater, where we had a leopard and a tiger cub and a cougar. And I just sat there and played guitar and sang behind the whole thing. But anyway, I weaseled my way into the animal department and ended up doing falconry and working with some of the exotic cats, and it was quite a job. So yeah,
that's such a cool story, and I'll come back later on and cycle into why am I not on the screen? Where is that one? There he is. This software gets a little sluggish when you want to change cameras, but I'll ask you of your second favorite gig down the road when we come back to have you play.
Okay, great.
And I think Joey and Mike are still working on things, but we do have a couple more shout-outs. Kathy Siegel Garcia. Hey, Kathy. She says, hi, Pat and Francie. And Ann Mullally says, hi, Pat and Francie. Can't wait to hear you perform. So why don't we hear you perform right now? What are you going to do for us?
Okay.
All right. How about Just in Time?
All right.
I have to take my headphones off for this, right?
You know, I forgot to double check and look this up, but I'm pretty sure this song is from a musical called Bells Are Ringing in, we'll say the 50s, written by Julie Stein. And I could be wrong there too, so we'll see. Here we go. Just in time, I found you just in time. Before you came, my time was running low. I was lost, the losing dice were tossed. My bridges all crossed, nowhere to go. But now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For love came just in time. You found me just in time and changed my lonely life that lucky day. Just in time, I found you just in time. Before you came, my time was running low. I was lost, the losing dice were tossed. My bridges all were crossed, nowhere to go. But now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For love came just in time. You found me just in time and changed my lonely life that lucky day. You changed my lonely life that lucky day. Ooh, you know you did.
That was really cool. So let's see. I could turn some more mics on here. I got Larry. There you are. Larry and everybody's here, and I'll turn Will on so he can join the conversation. Let's see something. There it is. Not sure why. There it is. Okay. So many buttons to push here. But you got a lot of great comments on that. Kathy Siegel Garcia says that Judy Holliday and Dean Martin sang that song in the 1960 film of Bells Are Ringing. See, we have the smartest listeners in the world here. Katie Kelly is clapping. Stacy Cox says, "How cool, Francie! Your art consultation work sounds magical." Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to look at. There's so many things that have come by. Hey, Tawny is here. Tawny Lynn is a good musician friend of mine. Hi there. Meredith is back. Hey, Meredith. And then as far as I'm getting your click track. Or is that mine?
That's yours.
That's yours, yeah.
I think I'm gonna guess it's Joey's. Joey, you have to turn your click track off when you have it in record mode. That's what it was. I was haunted by the studio magic Klopfgeist click track. But that's really cool. Let's talk to Larry and Nikki a little bit. You guys, how are you doing?
Hi.
Hey there.
We're psyched to be here.
This is fun. I've known Larry forever, like forever, right, Larry? It's been something like forever, and we actually toured together for a while with Barry Manilow. It was a fun gig, you know. It was an interesting gig, but how long? That was like 20, 30 years ago or something, right?
Let's just say it was a long time ago.
That's impossible, Billy.
But Larry
He's
and I
only
played
been
on-
gigging for
actually-
a decade.
Yeah, Larry played with the trio with me and Chris Wabich. I got a little clip of that here. But I like to tell a little personal story about each people. But you know, Larry and Nikki, when did you get married? How long ago was that? A while ago.
2005, September.
Yeah, 2005. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember sitting at the
you.
table.
When we were 15.
I was sitting at a table with a bunch of other musicians in our circle, Jimmy Malis and some other people, and we were all like going, "You guys realize that this is the nicest wedding we'll ever be invited to as guests." And to this day, it was such a beautiful wedding, and I'm not the kind of guy that raves about weddings, but it was pretty awesome. I still have vivid memories of that. Anyway, I have a little clip of Larry. I'm going to play a little warm-up clip so you can get an idea. And, you know, it's kind of fitting because it's on the song Armando's Rumba. And many of you may know Chick Corea passed away today, 79, from a rare form of cancer. I'm sure every musician you know, especially in the jazz world, has a story about Chick, and I'll tell you mine later. But let's just listen to Larry soloing a little bit here. Yeah, so there's a little bit of Larry. Oh, why am I not? Where is he? Oh, I gotta speed these cameras up a bit. That was very cool, Larry. And Larry is one of the few doublers in town, like really true, plays electric like an electric player and upright like an upright player. It's always a pleasure. But you guys are gonna sing a little bit for us. And Nikki, you used to do a lot of singing and cruise ships and gigs and stuff like that. And you two are working on a cruise ship concept of something. You want to tell us about that?
I mean, it seems a little hard to believe right now in the middle of a pandemic, but we're keeping the faith. We have a feeling that one day we're going to travel again, and we have a feeling that one day we're going to hit the high seas again. But yeah, before I met Larry, I was working on cruise ships, and he also has worked on them, and we roped each other into the deal, and we want to hit the high seas again and travel all over the world as we were doing. We just,
As headliners, not in a lounge band. Let's be
clear. Hello.
Yeah, and you guys.
Hopefully, when we all can, we hope you'll all come sail with us.
That would be fun. I have a boat, but it's not much of a, not a cruise ship.
Yeah, that's the B word. We're not allowed to use the B word. There's an important distinction between boat and ship.
Yes, I know. But I have a boat. That is a ship. But you guys have a group together. You have two actually: A Sip of Soul and Sippin' Time. You want to tell us a little bit about those?
Well, Sip of Soul is funky, maybe a little bit of jazz and blues as well, mixed in a whole lot of soul. Great for parties and entertainment and stuff like that. There are very original arrangements of some tunes that people know. It's our larger group. And Sippin' Time is the little love child of Sip of Soul. It's generally a trio, could be a quartet. It's more acoustic.
We've even done it as a duo.
We do it as a duo as a lot. Yeah.
With my acoustic bass guitar.
Yeah, he bought this. He actually had this custom design acoustic bass guitar, which is beautiful. And so occasionally we'll do some duos on that, and you might hear a little bit of that in the mix tonight.
Well, can you grab it over there?
Oh, let's see. Well, if my cables will allow. Let's
Okay,
see.
because this is a really cool instrument. We're going to show you really
There's a
quick.
lot of cables and a labradoodle
Okay.
at my feet right now, so let's see if.
Oh,
if,
let me get the big screen
I don't
back
wanna-
up here.
Yeah, this beautiful, beautiful from Emerald Guitars. This
is
Baylor bass.
So on this thing that you're going to hear tonight, you're going to hear like some pre-recorded tracks, or just a couple actually. Well, 3. And the guitar part is actually this acoustic bass guitar. It's made by Emerald Guitars, called Baylor bass. It looks really big. It's actually very ergonomic. And
big.
It's made out of carbon graphite. It's really cool. So it works great for duo context like this. Here, can you put that back?
Yeah, you get a lot of the register of a bass, but the harmonic ability of a guitar, which is really lovely.
Yeah,
I'm
I can
gonna be off camera for a second.
It's a 5-string instrument, and it has a high C string, so it allows me to play, more chordal. I mean, it's not a guitar, don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't be judged against one, really.
At the risk of offending guitar players everywhere.
It's got its own unique timbre and limitations, but also pluses
As do
as
we
well.
all, my
Well,
love.
you haven't
As do
even
we
played
all.
yet, and you already have people want to sign up for the cruise.
Oh, we're going.
And
All
Howard
right.
Lubin says smoke and jazz bass lines. I think he was talking, maybe that was to Pat, I
Smoking.
don't know. But Phil O'Connor and Toby both want to go, and let's see who else. Let me just find some more relevant. There's so many quotes, and they're going by so fast. I'm going to try to do shout outs to everybody, but I do want to say thank you for some tips. KC, thank you very much for the tip. And Meredith, she's one of our regulars. She's been great. Thank you, Meredith. My brother Fred, he chimes in every week from Minnesota and watches a bit of the show. Thank you, Fred. And David, I'm sorry I'm going to mispronounce your last name, but it's either Patel or Pittel. I don't know, but thank you, David. That was great. Casey and Meredith. So I'll put the tip jar link up in the rooms just in case you want to do that. And like I said, it gets split pretty evenly. And I think, Larry or Nikki, you told me that you guys are going to donate your share to, what was the charity?
To No Kid, we'll send ours to No Kid Hungry.
That's very cool. So I'll make sure
So
we
make
get
it
you those.
fat.
Yeah. Yeah, I said this last week. We just need one person to donate $1 million, and we can just play jazz for years. I think that's what we really need.
Billy,
Till the money
if $1
runs out.
million comes in, I want to rescind my plan to donate that money.
No, I would use that. I would spread it out over 10 years of performances. We'd come out to like $8
We just bought a new
person.
house, and we could use a couple $100,000.
Okay, but why don't you guys? You have a tune to play for us. Do you want to set that up
Yeah.
and go ahead
We
and
do.
play?
It's a tune you all know.
Yeah, I just wanted.
I know.
First of all, do you want to say anything about the song? It's an R&B classic.
R&B classic, a little Bill Withers for you on a Thursday night.
All right,
And
take
by
it
the
away.
way, you're gonna hear that acoustic bass guitar, but you're also gonna hear something that sounds a little bit like a cajon. It's actually this instrument that I'm hitting. So here goes nothing. Okay, let me get a couple.
We're
things
just
up.
arranging some tech. There's a lot of tech to this stuff, Billy. You're a master at this.
Just switching over to Logic, and I'm going to jump back to our video really quick after I hit the play button. And here we go. Okay.
This is our Valentine's tune about love lost. If there's time to play our little video later, you'll hear about love found.
That's right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Yeah. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, wonder this time where he's gone. Wonder if he's gone to stay. There ain't no sunshine when it's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime he goes away. And I know I know, 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 I know. That leave that man alone. There ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Ain't no sunshine. Only darkness every day. There ain't no sunshine when it's gone. And this house just ain't no home anytime he goes away. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-bow, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ain't no Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, gone, gone. It's not warm when he's away, yeah. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, anytime he goes away, anytime he goes away. Wait, Billy,
Yeah.
before you even come in, I have to acknowledge something hysterical and distracting through that entire track. Were you guys aware of the Labradoodle at my feet and begging for me to pet her?
No, I didn't even hear her.
If we seemed a little bit distracted, we forgot to remove her. We'll show her to you later.
Total pros. Hey, Joey, I think I got you now.
Okay.
Okay, let's.
Yes.
That was very cool. Thanks, Larry, Nikki. We have some other. I got to do some shout outs here. We have Howard and Andy both tipped, so thank you guys. They told me who their favorites were, but I don't play favorites on my show, so I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you later. But okay, let's go on to Joey and Micah.
Hello.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're plenty loud now. In fact, you're hitting the red a little bit.
Oh.
All right. All right.
Oof.
Okay, yeah, Joey, you got to back off that microphone, Joey. You're hammering us over here.
Okay. I'm new.
Yeah. Yeah, just when you're talking, you can pull it another 3 inches away. So.
Yeah,
But,
no problem. No
Joey,
problem.
We were asking you before. You've won a couple of Grammys, one with Arturo Sandoval and one with the Big Fat Band, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, the last couple of years, I guess 2015, 2014, successive years, yeah, had the good fortune of being asked to participate in those albums. And it's funny because the album that Gordon won is ironically called Life in the Bubble.
Oh, funny.
And that's what we're experiencing, obviously, the past 336 days.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, life is great. My girlfriend has been wanting to collaborate for a number of years, And finally, we just said, hey, we got the opportunity. We have the platform to do it. And this is such a great situation, even with all the challenges. So
yeah, hey, when you talk on the microphone, back up about a foot from it. You're just a little too close, and I'm getting
an orator.
There you go. Now,
Sorry.
Micah, you
Sorry.
and I have actually talked about having your classical group come and do one of the live streams.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. But
Can you
we're
hear me
waiting-
okay?
We're waiting to do it outside because right now I'm not doing horn
Yes.
players and woodwinds and such indoors. But when the
Yeah,
weather
it's
gets
too
better,
hard to do it
we'll
inside.
have you guys over. That'll be fun. But an interesting thing, I was looking at your bio and that you sent me some points, and you grew up in Texas and you used to play trombone, but you went to Mexico to play with the symphonies. Now, were you playing oboe or trombone with the symphonies there?
No, oboe. I'm a very bad trombone player.
And then you moved back to LA and you found your special purpose.
I did.
Tell us about it because it's really cool what you're doing.
Well, I was just really amazed to find out that in the inner city there were no music programs, and so it just came to me where I was just like, what can I do to help? What can I do to serve? And music's really the only thing I know. So I've been working at the Harmony Project for 14 years. This is our 20th anniversary.
Wow.
So yeah. So it's we provide music instruction to kids free of charge. And we really try to, create pathways to college and college attainment and just basically strip down any barriers that they are experiencing for success.
That's very cool. So
Yeah.
it's really nice to meet you and hear that story. And hopefully, when I do the show notes, because with these jazz roundtables, I'm doing show notes so people can find links to videos and things. If you want to send me that, I'll put it in the show notes so people can find the organization and maybe they'd like to help out and do whatever they can. So, but
Yeah, definitely. It's funny because I actually emailed Larry one time for my student. I was trying to get him into El Camino. So we haven't met, but I emailed him.
Oh, very cool. And I have a little clip of Joey, if I might. I think we've had Joey on the show
Yeah.
before, so we kind of know his resume. But you play with everybody from Al Jarreau, Queen Latifah, Jennifer Lopez, and Barry Manilow. So that makes 3 of the musicians here have played with Barry Manilow. That's
Awesome, man. One of a kind.
So, but
All
let me
of
play this little clip of Joey. This is you brought in the Joey De Leon Latin All Stars with Oscar Hernandez, Renee Camacho,
That's right.
and Jimmy Brandley. It was smoking night. That was a while ago. We got to get you back in now that it's getting safe enough in LA to open up the studio again. We'll do that. But let me just play this little clip of you here.
Please.
That was just a small taste of the hour of this insanely awesome Latin jazz group we had. So I do have Brian, and I am sorry, Brian. I am going to butcher your last name if I try to pronounce it, but maybe Micah will know how to pronounce it because it says, shout out to Micah from your Tex family. Love, Tessa and Brian.
Tessa and Brian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's her
I
cousins.
can't pronounce his last name, so I'm sorry. I don't want to butcher it, but he says hi. Howard Lubin says, way to go, Micah. Enjoy with the Harmony Project. And Howard is somebody who just tipped us as well. And as did Andy. I don't know if I mentioned them yet. So, but that's cool.
Thank
now,
you.
You guys don't go out and do a lot of gigs together, do you?
No, we do a lot of carousel. We do just we never get this opportunity, but we thought this year. My cousin actually came from Florida last year, Janet Lopez. I hope she's listening. Hi, Janet, Florida. And she just kept throwing this idea at us to put something together, and we kind of walked waffling for a while, and then we just opportunities have come up. Got a chance to perform with her with a quintet this past fall, and I was an invited guest to perform a piece, and it just kind of kept boiling over. Like we should do more, and just waiting for the opportunity. And
all right,
thanks
well,
to you,
do you want to just cut into it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do it. We'll do this. This is a piece by Mr. Alec Wilder, an American composer, came out of the Eastman School of Music, and this is just improvisatory for oboe and percussion.
Nice.
Here we go.
Joey, guys, let me stop you. Sorry. Joey, your cajon mic is 7,000 dB too hot. Can you turn that down to about 1/10 of what it is? And it might be the input. Sorry, I hate to. It sounded so good. I just wanted to make sure it sounded good.
It's okay.
I'm just getting a ton of level on the cajon. There
How's
we
that?
go.
Is that better?
All right,
Okay.
let's do take 2.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Let's do it again.
cool. That is definitely
Thank you so
a
much.
first here on Live at 0 BPM. And you know we're running out of time, kind of, so we're going to go a little long tonight. I hope everybody can stay. I have a bunch of comments, and this is funny because I can only really read them while somebody is playing, so I'm a little behind. But Pat and Francie, I'm going back to you. Anne writes and says, Francie is an expert on artists. I've worked with her for several years, but never knew she was a singer. A woman of many, many talents. See, people are finding out more about you guys, you know. Here. And then my brother Fred said, wow, love that one, Larry and Nikki. Also, Vincent said, really nice vocals. I assume he's talking about, it could be anybody, but that was great. And Lauren says, woo, nice Nikki and Larry and Ruby.
Thanks, Lauren.
I met Ruby today for the first time, and I think Ruby could smell my cats because she kept following me around. It was kind of awesome. But oh, here comes Joey Mike again. So, oh, and we got a tip from Charlene, who I know, Charlene Steen. Hey, Charlene, it's been a few years. I think when we were up touring with Larry's jazz band, we stayed at Larry's house for a couple of nights. That was a lot of fun. Or his parents' house up in Napa. That was a cool time. So, I think you know what time it is. Let's see if the clock is working here. Oh, okay. Now the fans of the show know what this means.
Conversations in music.
All right. I know if Juliet is out there watching. This is her favorite part of the show. So, you know. Normally what we do is we have the guys trade fours, but it's a little confusing because we've got so many people and you know the latency in between, it's hard to jump in and guess what's going to happen next. So we're just going to trade choruses tonight and go around the room clockwise, right? Starting with Larry and Nikki and Ruby. I think, you know, the couples thing is a great theme. I think maybe a bring your pets to the show night would be good also. And you can perform with your cats and dogs and mice and fish and whatever else you got. Okay, so... Joey, what's that? I think I don't know if I can hear Joey. Joey, I lost you again. Can you work on that? And then Pat and France will be back. I will say, you know, for those that have seen us go through this connection issues, tonight is a lot better than it has been. It's not perfect yet, but I'm working with tech support on that, and I think we're having fun. So let's go ahead and start this one, Larry. Kick us off.
All right, little F blues. I'm supposed to count myself in, right?
Yes, you
One,
are.
2, 3, 4. Next.
Next.
Okay,
They
let's go to
lost their
Pat and
sound.
Francie there. Joey, you're still no audio.
Yeah, I don't sing the blues, but I sure do listen. And it's really nice.
key of B, really, guys? Oh, I get it.
Pat, I love it.
Couldn't help myself,
Dude.
Larry.
And Larry loves the key of B on the bass.
Hey, Larry,
That was too
please.
good.
It's COVID chops. All right, guys.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Joey and Mike, I don't know what it is. I lost your audio again. So I don't know what we did to make it happen last time. So, but we'll keep working on it here. So, we're gonna go because everybody's got some more to play. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna jump back to Larry and Nikki. They sent me this video, which is amazing, and I don't know if we have time to play the entire thing. So I'm going to play the first minute of it, but I put the link in the descriptions on both YouTube and Facebook. So if you go to the description, you'll see that. It'll also be in the show notes, and you really need to check out the whole video. We don't really have time to play the whole 5-minute video tonight. So I'm going to kind of do some shorter things. But the link is there. As soon as this is over, go check out that link because it's really, truly amazing. But let me play the little short version here.
Thank you, Billy.
Nikki and Larry.
What are you doing the rest of your life? North and south and east and west of your life. I have only one request of your life, that you spend it all with me.
That's just, I'm going to give you the applause, even though. But
Beautiful.
you had a story that you could set up. Tell us about that arrangement that you guys were doing.
Oh, well, that arrangement is something we kind of stole, frankly, from a couple of our idols. Carmen McRae is my personal favorite jazz singer of all times. Mm-hmm. And this is a duo she did with Joe Pass, guitar player. And it's always been one of my favorites of hers. And I said to Larry, do you think we can do this? He had just, what I'm trying to think. Oh, no, this was before the ABG.
Yeah, this is on my Sadowski.
Yeah, on the Sadowski, that's right. And I said, can we do this with bass and vocal? And he said, let me take a swing at it. And he was inspired by Joe Pass and what he did, and I was inspired by Carmen, and we gave our little flavor. So it's definitely an homage.
Yes, Joe Pass is definitely one of my favorite bass players. No, but it's really,
there could be a couple in the crowd that don't get the joke.
I strongly urge all of you to click on that link later and watch the whole thing, because it just, the way that the arrangement builds and everything, it's stunning. So I'm going to read a couple more shout outs here. My friend Juliet, who I said their favorite part is the trading choruses, she said she loves all of it. So thank you, Juliet. She's been very supportive of all the trials and tribulations I've gone through to try to pull off the technology for these things. And so thank you, Juliet. You're greatly appreciated. Star was talking to Micah and Joey, and let me get everybody back here. So, And she says, a star says, killed it, Micah and Joey. And then she gave a little heart and an exclamation point for Micah. Let's see. And somebody had a great, Howard Lubin said, gorgeous, Larry and Nikki, for that last one. Stacy Cox is saying, oh, wow. Starlight killed it. Oh, that's why I already said that, right? Starlight. Okay. And then Peter had a line, and I don't know what it means, but I'm going to read it anyway because it's not weird or dirty. It's just I don't understand. It says, if not for Terry Paul, I couldn't enjoy this much. Does anybody know Peter Thuot? Tuat? I wonder if he was a friend of somebody's. I don't know. Well, thank you, Peter. Now you're going to have me up lying in bed all night thinking, who is Terry Paul and how did he make you like this much? So, because the wheels never stop spinning. So let's get back to the music here before I start rambling too much. And let's go back to Will and Megan. You want to play something? You got a short something for us?
Yes, we do. We're going to play a song that was written in 1922, which is so crazy. So many of these songs, I think I might just be a really old person in my soul because I love all these old tunes. So this was written in 1922. This is called Limehouse Blues.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
1, 2, I want to.
Listen. That ending was spot on.
Yeah.
Yes, very nice.
Limehouse Blues.
Sorry, I had to respond to a question over here. So that was great. Let's see if you got some more comments. Tim, who I'm just trying to text back and say, yes, Tim, it did come through. Thank you. Tim left a tip. Thank you so much. He's Tim. So yes, he says he's a friend and performer of Woodwind Quintet with Micah. So I have, let's see if we have you again, Joey. Oh, I do. I hear you guys. So
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go to Pat and Francie. You guys got another tune for us? A short one?
Why, sure.
Yes, we do. This is a very modern song. This was written in 1934 by Ray Noble.
All right.
The very thought of you, and I forget to do those little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, and funny though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go when I'm far from you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you.
Very nice. Okay, let me get back to these things. I have a couple. The funny thing about this is the stream is delayed to people's homes like 30 seconds or so. So somebody new starts playing, and I see all of the comments from the person that just played. So, we have some comments for Will and Megan, and I'm sure when the next people are playing, I'll get more for Pat and Francie. But Bill Fulton says, "Nice, Will and Megan." Coffin Element says, "Amazing, Megan and Will." And we have a couple. And Howard Lubin says, "Limehouse Blues, smoking." So let's see. I'm trying to get back to the screen, but I won't worry about
Bill
that.
Fulton, what's up, Bill? Yeah.
So what I do is I encourage you guys to go look at the video and read the comments and reply back to people. And Peter, no, I wasn't making fun of you. Sometimes people write something that I don't get the reference, so I read it thinking somebody one of the artists is a friend of yours and can explain the reference to me, but that's not the case. So I'm going to look it up, and I did not mean to insult you at all. I was just having some fun. So, well, let's go. Joey and Micah, do you have are you?
Yeah.
Are you there? Okay. You have something short you can do for us? Oh, and you guys. You need to turn all your mics way, way, way down. They keep
Way down.
creeping up, and they're.
I'm Bill Fulton tonight.
Yeah. Oh, Bill's here, though. Bill was a keyboard player a couple weeks ago. We had a lot of technical problems, but we're going to fix those, Bill, and get you back on the show because he had a great sound, a lot of great clips. So, okay.
How are we doing now?
Oh, that's a lot better. So.
Okay, great.
Why don't you play something?
Yeah, we're gonna
a little short something.
Gonna play a classic tune entitled Maria Cervantes by the late great Noro Morales, and enjoy it. Here we go. something like that.
Yes.
One of my all-time favorites. Yes.
That was
Now I
very
have
cool.
now I have the hammer.
Yeah. It's funny, like I'm over on a different program trying to answer questions over here, and then I hit the key command to change cameras, and I realized I'm in the wrong program, and so I'm still learning. Still, after 6 months, I'm still learning how to run these things. But okay, so now Pat and Francie's comments came in while Joey and Micah were playing. Maybe I can edit this so it all makes more sense. But Howard says that's a beautiful song, beautifully performed. And then another woman, I'm going to call her Miss Nielsen because I don't know how to pronounce her first name. It's spelled D-J-R-A-E. I don't really want to take a shot at that because I don't want to offend anybody else tonight. One a night is enough. But she says, "Wow, what a great duo! Francie and your voice is sounding wonderful, and Pat is great as always. Thank you for the show. We'll be back." Well, great. And send me an audio memo. Tell me how to pronounce your name so I can say thank you properly on the air.
She just goes by
okay, now
DJ.
Howard says yes, Joey and Micah. He's a big fan. He's always great. And then Tim says, "Nice English horn, Micah." Is that an F instrument?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So very nice. We'll explain that in our music theory class down the road. So, but we're at 8:06. We're already past this thing. I do want to do one thing. Let me just let's see. Where is upcoming shows? Let me tell you guys a little bit about what's happening here. If I can get this to play. So we're having bands back in the studio. The levels of ICU and the spread rate in Los Angeles is low enough. I feel it's safe to bring people in, but just so you know, we have a bunch of new rules in place as far as how many of what types of masks to wear and that sort of thing. But it's kind of exciting. Next week, though, we're doing another one of these, and Brad Dutz, percussionist, is going to be on. He's got a new album out he wants to promote. Gary Meek has a new album out, which I just listened to, and it's fantastic. He's going to be talking as well. And we're going to have Dave Anderson on drums. And I forgot to say, Dave Anderson made a comment in the first 5 minutes that he loved Pat and Francie. So thank you, David, for that. I'm sorry. And then Brad Rebuchin will be on guitar next week. We'll do the same jazz roundtable. And then we have bands coming back in March, and we're starting out with the Switchblade 3, which is a rockabilly band. Bernie Dressel, I'm spacing on the guys, Itaro Sacco, and Brad Heyman on slap bass and vocals. So, and then after that is the Kerry Frank Trio. He's an organist that's been on before. He's done one of these. And then after that, David Becker's going to do his one-man band loops thing. And I've got a couple of guys trying to wait for confirmation on the rest of those. So we're going to do all the Thursdays in February. And I do have a survey I'm going to send out on the mailing list and also post on the Facebook page. So if you're not on our mailing list, just go to the website LiveAtZeroBPM.com, and @ is spelled out. And get on the mailing list. I don't hit you with a ton of stuff, but I want to get information and feedback on this show, the interview show. See what you like, what you don't like, what we can do to improve it. Should we keep doing these? I could think that I might, if we're doing the bands on Thursdays, that I would do these maybe on Tuesday nights, once, twice a month, depending on what, if people really like this format. I'm enjoying this, so if you guys are as well, please let me know. And you can always drop me a line. Billy at LiveAtZeroBPM.com would be great. So let's get back to the gang here. Come on, where are you? There you are. I want to thank everybody. Does anybody else want to play? I mean, we're 10 minutes over, but should we stay a little bit longer? Nope. I guess Pat and Francie had somewhere to go. No, but I'm. Oh, they're back. That's quick. Does anybody else want to do something nice and short and quick? Bueller? All of you at once. Ready?
Billy, thank you, man. Let's give a hand for Mr.
Yeah.
Billy, right? Keeping the hand going.
Hey, Billy.
Seriously, Billy, thank you.
Yeah,
No, it's
thanks
a lot
for
of fun.
doing it.
Outstanding.
And Phil, who's seen every single show. Phil is a buddy of mine up in Canada that I met when I was touring with the Zappa Play Zappa band, and he's been comes every week, and it's so nice to see him, and he gets his family to watch as well. He wants an encore, and he can't say no to Phil. But let's see. Monty Montgomery is here. Hey, Monty, good to see you.
Monty.
And then, I have another
Hi,
message
Claire.
for Frank, Pat, and Francie. Astrid says, sending love and thanks to you, and thank yous to Francie and Pat. What a beautiful song, voice, and guitar. And Bill is clapping, and it's kind of tough to keep up with all the chatter that's going on. It's great. I'd love to see that come in. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody who made a comment and I didn't read it out. because I think the artists like to hear the feedback as well. So, does anybody have a parting comment or?
Just
No?
bravo to you.
Happy
Bravo.
birthday to my mom.
Yeah.
Oh, happy
Bravo
birthday to
Billy.
Megan's
Happy
mom.
birthday.
And
And
then, well,
happy
thank you
Valentine's
guys.
Day.
Thanks to Billy, and man, rest in peace, Chick Corea.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Like
Oh man.
one of the greatest like gatekeepers of modern creative music. That was just like crazy. So
Yeah, that's a heavy
you
one.
know, cherish each day.
I will tell my quick story. When I was with Zappa Play Zappa, we did a tour where we opened up for the Romantic Warrior reunion tour. And it was Chick Corea, and it was the guys from the original Return to Forever. And you know, our keyboard player got to be really good friends with Chick, and he came and checked out our rehearsals. You know, he sat in with us the last night. We played with those guys. It was pretty magical. But one of the cool things, I used to have that 4-record set of the live Return to Forever album that they had. I still had the records, and I took the cover with me on tour because I wanted to get autographs from those guys. And I was also tour managing at the same time, so I didn't have a lot of hang time before, during, or after the show. But I did get to go in and tell Chick Corea that he was one of the 2 main reasons I decided I wanted to be a musician. So you don't often get to meet somebody that big and get to tell them that. So that was kind of a special thing, and it's very sad. You can probably hear in my voice. It's very sad that he's gone. So, but he, like I said before, he has touched every musician, if not every jazz musician specifically, but you know, a lot of people. Great talent, and it's a tough loss. So let's just say thank you, Chick, for everything. And I'm going to play the outro now, but we'll see some of you guys, and I got to get you all back in here now that we're playing live. Pat, you got to bring a band in. Joey, definitely you. Larry and Chris and I will be back in the next couple of months, I think. And Will, of course, we'll have him back because his trio is amazing as well. So I'm going to play my little outro so you see what's going on next week. And then thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all very soon.
Thank you, Billy.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining us at Live at 0 BPM. These videos will be archived on YouTube and Facebook, so tell your friends. Coming up on Thursday, February 18th, it's the Live at 0 BPM Socially Distant Jazz Roundtable, featuring Brad Dutz, Gary Meek, David Anderson, and Brad Rabuchin. Showtime, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And as always, it's free, though donations are greatly appreciated. Go to liveatzerobpm.com for details and to sign up for our mailing list. Also, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you soon.